When I speak to people about manifestation, achieving their goals and desires, one of the most common themes that comes up is the art of letting go. You see, it's very easy to visualize your desired outcomes, but one of the most important parts, and where so many people struggle, is letting go. But by embracing the backward law, this will all change. The backward law. So the backward law, or the law of reverse effect, shows that by letting go and embracing non-attachment, you can manifest your desires more effortlessly. This counterintuitive notion is closely linked to the teachings of Alan Watts, the Buddha, and Arthur Schopenhauer. It explains that by relinquishing our grip on outcomes, what we want in life will materialize with greater ease. Alan Watts often taught that the more we chase after positive experiences, the more we reinforce the notion that we lack them. He famously said, "When we try to stay on the surface of water, you sink, but when you try and sink, you float." This paradox highlights the futility of striving for outcomes, showing that true fulfillment comes from a place of non-attachment and surrender. Buddhism also echoes this sentiment through the concept of non-clinging attachment. The Buddha taught that desire is the root cause of suffering. By holding on to desires and outcomes, we create a state of perpetual dissatisfaction. Instead, the path to enlightenment lies in letting go of these attachments, thereby achieving a state of inner peace and liberation. Arthur Schopenhauer also contributed with his notion of will. He believed that human suffering is driven by our insatiable desire and will to live. To mitigate this suffering, he advocated for the renunciation of desire, proposing that true contentment arises from a state of detachment. The power of non-attachment. So non-attachment doesn't imply a lack of ambition or desire. Rather, it is about cultivating a mindset that doesn't cling to specific outcomes. This approach can transform our relationship with our aspirations and goals, enabling us to pursue them with a sense of ease and freedom. One practical example of non-attachment in action can be found in the world of sports. Elite athletes often speak about being in the zone or experiencing flow, a state where they are fully immersed in the activity, free from the concerns about the outcome. This mental state, characterized by the lack of attachment to our success or failure, allows them to perform at their best. By focusing on the process rather than the result, they unlock the level of performance that would be unattainable through sheer force of will. In the realm of creativity, non-attachment can also play a pivotal role. Artists, writers, and musicians often describe their best work as emerging effortlessly, as if they were merely channels for a greater force. This phenomenon occurs when they let go of their ego-driven desires for success and instead immerse themselves fully in the act of creation. By surrendering to the process, they tap into an abundance of inspiration and create work that resonates deeply with others. The benefits of the backward law. So embracing the backward law and practicing non-attachment can yield incredible benefits for our emotional and mental well-being. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, we free ourselves from the stress and anxiety of constantly striving. This liberation allows us to experience a greater sense of peace and contentment in the present moment. On top of this, non-attachment creates a sense of inner strength and resilience. When we are not tied to particular outcomes, we become more adaptable and better equipped to handle setbacks and failures. This flexibility allows us to tackle life challenges with grace and perseverance. The backward law also enhances our capability for genuine connections and compassion. When we are not consumed by our own desires, we become more attuned to the needs and experiences of others. This shift in perspective fosters empathy and strengthens our relationships, contributing to a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. Practical techniques for embracing non-attachment. By practicing non-attachment, we create a state of equanimity, allowing us to deal with life's ups and downs with greater ease. So here are 4 practical techniques for embracing non-attachment. Mindfulness meditation. So mindfulness meditation is the best place to start for cultivating non-attachment. This practice involves observing thoughts and emotions without judgment, which helps us detach from the constant stream of desires and fears that often dominate our minds. By regularly practicing mindful meditation, we become more aware of our mental patterns and learn to witness our thoughts without becoming entangled in them. When we sit in meditation, we might notice thoughts of wanting or evasion arising. Instead of getting caught up in these thoughts, mindfulness teaches us to simply observe them and let them pass, much like clouds moving across the sky. This attachment allows us to approach our goals and daily activities with a sense of calm and equanimity. We become less reactive to external circumstances and more centered within ourselves, reducing the mental clutter that often leads to attachment. Gratitude practice. So another effective technique for embracing non-attachment is the practice of gratitude. By building a sense of gratitude in the present moment, we can shift our focus away from what we lack and appreciate what we already have. This practice helps to reduce the grip of our desires and create a mindset of abundance. Every day, take a moment to reflect on the things that you are grateful for. This could be as simple as the warmth of the sun, a kind gesture from a friend, or the comfort of your home. By regularly acknowledging these blessings, you cultivate a habit of appreciation that diminishes the intensity of wanting more. Gratitude practice shifts our attention from the future aspirations or the past regrets to the richness of the present moment, helping us to experience life more fully and with less attachment. Setting intentions, not goals. So setting intentions rather than rigid goals is a powerful shift in our approach to life. Goals can sometimes create a sense of attachment because they are often tied to specific outcomes. When we don't achieve these outcomes, we may experience disappointment and frustration. Setting broader intentions allows us to remain flexible and open to unexpected opportunities. Intentions are about the direction we want to take in our life, grounded in our core values and desires. For example, instead of setting the goal to get a particular job, you might set the intention to find fulfilling and meaningful work. This approach aligns our actions with a sense of purpose rather than a fixed outcome, reducing the anxiety and attachment associated with rigid goal setting. By focusing on intentions, we allow ourselves to flow with life's natural rhythms and remain open to the diverse possibilities that may come our way. Acceptance of uncertainty. So finally, embracing the inherent uncertainty of life is a crucial step for practicing non-attachment. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control every aspect of our journey can lead to immense stress and dissatisfaction. By accepting that uncertainty is a natural part of existence, we can reduce our attachment to particular outcomes. This acceptance involves acknowledging that we cannot foresee every twist and turn. Instead of resisting or fearing the unknown, we should learn to face challenges with resilience and adaptability. This doesn't mean that we stop planning or striving for our intentions. Rather, we remain open to the idea that things might not always go as planned. By letting go of the need for certainty, we create a mindset that is more flexible and less prone to attachment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, YouTube thinks that you will love this one here, so please check that one out. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for your engagement and support. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.